Hey guys, it's your girl Dev, coming to you from Kingdom 1315, where I'm going to be giving you exclusive KVK Light and Darkness content. Now, this KVK was really intense. We had a lot of flags that were rallied, we had a lot of troops die, we had a lot of speed ups and resources used. This entire KVK was just straight battle royale. Now, if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe to my videos, and drop a comment below on what you would like to see me make content of next. So strap in and get ready for a wild ride. Alright, these first couple battle clips of our 75 MK taking their pass first, meeting us at TPW's level 5 pass, and us sweeping the field and pushing them right back to their starting zone. It's a lot of intense fighting, as you can see. These next couple of screenshots are of TPW taking out 75 MK as they had the entire ruins covered in troops. Were able to successfully eliminate them and push them back to their pass once again. And this was the final result of that ruin. Alright, so this is our first Dark Ruins that we had with TPW versus 75 GL. As you can see, look at the troop counts that showed up. They really wanted these ruins, but never underestimate TPW. As you can see, there are a bunch of cities still in the ancient ruins. At this time before the patch, you could have random teleported into this area. There's a mixture of some of our guys and most of their guys, but you'll see what happens. There's the rally on Mo City. I've got a little video clip of that too. Take a look in a second. Alright, so here I didn't have a chance to get a video clip of us actually ground fighting and pushing out. As you can see, that marker go put up by Nex, our king at the time. The lag was super bad. I'm marching my troops. There's the rally on Mo City. He's using Charles Martel. I can't remember who his secondary is. It might show it. It was intense. The rally failed. Alright, so there's a little example of our command markers. We did set up defensive lines, so it told others around to gather at this point, and when given the signal, they look at the marker and then they push whenever that signal was changed. This video is sped up a little bit. It was really long. Alright, so here's some ground fighting. I didn't have much troops left after this, but it was pretty intense, the amount of fighting that went on. We were instructed to go after the weaker armies, so you want to go after your cavalry marches, your archer marches, and stay away from your infantry. I mean, just look at the amount of troops. Alright, so this is when 75 GL had taken over the Dark Ruins. We decided we were going to push in. So we just gathered our troops up, whoever was available, and we just annihilated them. Again, following the same tactics. Attacking the weaker armies, staying away from your infantry marches, focusing on your CPO marches, your Ethelfled marches, your Cow marches. Those weaker commanders, you really want to focus on those. Now you can see me checking my troop counts pretty regularly. I was almost at my capacity for my hospital. I probably should have been out there fighting, but I really love fighting, so of course I'm going to be out there. I mean, as you can see, look at the amount of troops. This was intense. They're literally everywhere. I don't even know who I'm attacking at this point. I think I'm just getting attacked. Me trying to recall them, come back home. Oh, I think I just saw a flash. 597,000 wounded. In my hospital. Oh, there's a pay changer. I think I got 2 of them. Alright, so we were successfully able to take over the ruins. It took a little bit longer, but we had about an hour and a half worth of honor points ranking for this rendition. Alright guys, this is us, Kingdom 1315, taking Kingsland. Now this was pretty intense, a lot of ground fighting, a lot of passes being rallied. I'm going to go over some of the battle tactics that were used. First of all, you can see that 75 TC and 75 MF placed an alliance skill for the resource spawning. Now that is a very unique skill to use because not only makes it difficult to put flags down, it also makes it difficult to put cities for both sides. So it is a really good battle tactic to use, but you can't use any other alliance skill. As you can see, 93 took their pass and they went ahead and started pushing in. While we're waiting for our rally to finish, just watch the mass swarm of troops as it enters the gate. You'll see me zoom out a lot and zoom back in. The lag was horrible, so sorry for all the glitchy video. Alright, so our main focus was to trap 75 because they are the other neighboring sea kingdom and we knew that they were going to be the challenge. So our focus was to push them as hard as possible. And as you can see, I am skipping through a lot of video. There were a lot of flags and a lot of rallies happening. It was just, we were able to push in pretty quickly. I think that was just a tactic that they used to try to get us to throw this off. There we go, soloing a flag. Now I'm waiting, as you can see some of the content right there, for someone to leave the pass. So as you can see here, letting them know that they can take the pass and B315 can push through. Watch it here. There they go, taking the pass. They're going to push through and build flags and jump over the mountain. Now that is very important to have because they're attempting to block 93 and assisting our neighboring kingdom. Excuse me, assisting our neighboring kingdom, 1319, who is not on the stronger side since they are a D kingdom. We are trying to push to them and assist in flag rallying and blocking. Alright, here we go on a rally. Looks like I tried to ask for a garrison change because I am running the garrison on that flag of Richard and a Alex. Alex was not expertise, but I think they were able to cancel it. Yep, so they canceled the rally, but they still hung out around the flag. We were able to swarm the rally, or what was left. I think I'm about to report. There it is. 43,000 dead. Oh, it's a lot of dead. But they had 23,000 with the Tilt Takeda rally, so it's not too bad. 25,000. I mean, it's not super bad. It was a pretty unexpected turn. I didn't expect them to rally that. I was just hanging my troops out as we were waiting for more flags to be built. Bad idea. Always know where your troops are 100% of the time, especially in Kingsland. As you can see here, I'm just garrisoning some flags, sending troops for flag building. We did activate the flag building buff. If I'm not mistaken, it had happened already at this point. I did speed this video up. It is extremely long. There's our king next. right, so I did scroll down a little bit to see B315 pushing into 93. I don't know. There we go. So there's MM, who's also Kingdom 319. They were having a little bit of an issue getting out of the pass. They were outnumbered. It is an off time zone for them because I believe this is happening at 2 or 3 a.m. In Eastern Standard Time. So this is definitely not the right time for Americans. And I know that that's a primary American kingdom. As you can see, look at all those resource points spawning. I mean, that's an extremely useful tactic, especially in Kingsland. Now, they do have a timer of 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken, if the skill is maxed. So you do have to wait that long for them to be removed or another alliance skill to be used. It looks like I'm trying to send troops for support. Oh, here comes the verification screen. Those don't get annoying. I have a clickbait problem. I like the click. Looks like we're trying to hold but push at the same time, so I was able to pull troops out of a flag and reposition them. Looks like I'm sending support over to B315 because there wasn't a whole lot of action going on at 75 because we had pushed them so hard into their pass. They didn't even have time to teleport because, number one, they couldn't fit their cities. There's no room. So I went over and assisted with B315. Looks like it's LV93. I couldn't remember which alliance it was. Again, that's Kingdom 1293. They did ultimately win KVK, in my opinion, but they also struggled a little bit more getting past 1319. Alright, so this looks like... There it is. Okay, so this is FBG, another 1319 Kingdom alliance, and they were able to get some flags out and get some cities out there to try to push hard around them. They didn't have as many troop counts on the field. Up here we go. An Edward with Tomaris against a Wu, and it looks like this is a Wu YSG combo. Let me see the skill. There's Wu. Yep, Wu and YSG. That is a typical combo from War General, who is the primary rally / garrison for 75. You'll see him in a lot of my videos. He is their whale. Considered he was at 160 million power prior to this pass. Healing some troops. There's the pass report. It's 300 million dead. I think I have 400 million dead. It was pretty intense. There's my Archer army heading home. Covering a little bit of the flags. Game hadn't updated, so it looks like all the flags hadn't populated on the field when you zoomed out. Still covered in resource points. There we go. Looks like a DW76, and this is Kingdom 1318. Attila Takeda and probably a Charles and Constantine garrison commander. Super is part of 1319. He's getting overwhelmed. They're having a hard time pushing back. We're trying to push into them as hard as we can into 93. I was one of the Diplo leads, so I was constantly in chat seeing where support was needed. Looks like there's a rally right there, I think. There's a Constantine. There you go, Constantine and Charles. It's an all infantry with an Attila Takeda rally from War General. I could not join the flag for the life of me. And that's good. The fact that I was hoping that people would leave the flag that had less troops. But keeping the rallies at maximum capacity is very important. Looks like it completed, and as soon as it completed, it burned because the rally was still happening. Here's another little clip. This is as far as we got into Kingsland. As you can see, B315 was able to push all the way to the temple, or to the Zig, and we were also able to touch the Zig on the opposite side. There's a Charles Martel, and I would assume it would be Richard because they ran that combo before. I'm trying to join. Yep, Richard. Oh wait, he must have left the flag. Yeah, that's him leaving the flag. And me trying to join. Trying to wait. Alright, flag was built but burned instantly, which is still not bad. It's really hard to time that just right, because if it completes building and you put your troops back in before the rally finishes, you do hit an extreme troop loss. Alright, so here's another one. Looks like Charles, I want to say this is the Charles Richard with Until It's a Takeda rally. This one was not one of our best rallies. I am trying to join the counter rally on the Wu and Edward. Let's see, that's the Edward in Tamarish with a Wu in YSG. Having a lot of markers on the field for AoE. It's really important. Looks like their rally. They canceled their rally because their troops aren't running back dead. But our flag is probably not burning. Let's see. Yep, so our flag's not burning, so they did cancel the rally. There's a lot going on. Looks like I'm trying to send... I was able to successfully send reinforcements. There's the flag. Oh, that was dead from YSG. Oh, that's lovely. There goes Charles and Richard with the Till Takeda. So 470 dead and 377,000. It's still not a bad trade. Not what we would have liked to seen, but not super bad. But the remaining is 252, so they were going to fail if they didn't cancel. They didn't have any reinforcements. No cities nearby. Here's another, that's another screenshot of how much land that we had. Trying to get B315 to place some flags to block 93, because we knew if 93 got to us in enough time, it was going to be a struggle for us to try to hold off two different kingdoms at the same time. It looks like, as you can see, 318 did hold pretty strong against 76, Kingdom 1276. They had a lot of rallies as well. They did hold pretty strong. Now Kingdom 1318 fought really, really good. It was actually one of their prime times because most of them are French, European. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to try to join this rally. Nope, I don't think I was able to get in. Maybe? Oh, there it goes. Said goodbye to all my archers during all these rallies. I said 229,000. The hospital was pretty good. I always, like I said, I always kept an eye on my hospital. Never know. Alright, so here we go. Here's a counter. There's a rally there on Edward. Again, Tamaris. It's typical for Mo, our king at the time. And we have, it looks like a Constantine, and I want to say a Charles Martel. They try to mimic our combos. Let's see. There it is. A little bit faster. Up there's the Attila Takeda rally against our Constantine and Charles again. Now this combo was used quite regularly. It was pretty even battle reports. We did usually come out on top. Looks like let's see. Let's take a look. I mean, just look at that damage output from both armies. And they were instructed to not hit Attila Takeda because you know that Attila Takeda is known, has anti-swarm technology, so it's just going to take everybody else out around you. Yeah, looks like I'm trying to send out There it is. So, oh, it's too short to look. Alright guys, so that was a little bit of our Kingsland footage. Now that was a lot of footage we covered. Now it was really hard for us to hold off Kingdoms 1275, 1293, 1276. They were able to push on us pretty hard. We did lose Kingsland, but then we were able to hold them at the pass when it opened. So these screenshots here are from when the pass opened for level 8. We did let them take the pass so we could counter rally them to alliances of ours. And look at that! I mean, they had a Wu Etion, and Wu did pretty dang good. One of the very important features of Wu is that she takes any troop type, so you could send siege. They sent siege, T1s, T2s, T3s, T4s, whatever they could send, they sent. Alright, so this next couple of footages is here, me taking a rally. I did it on purpose so that I can pop a shield and then they could destroy them. It's kind of a little troll tactic that I like to do a lot. I did have a lot of resources. I didn't really mind so much. It was a pretty heavy hospital bill, but that's pretty standard. Alright, so as you can see here, this is 75 GL. They did push into our zone and hop over the mountain and push in on B315. We had most of our guys from our alliance over there because we were able to successfully pass block them on our pass, but they used 93's pass to get in from 1319 in zone 6. Alright, so there's the canceled rally. Looks like that was a rally from Tamaris and Edward at the lead. Look at that guy, he's attacking his own. That's funny. The troops did. Alright, so here's the battle report from that rally on that fort. So only 50 dead, 50,000 dead, 60 for theirs. He may have canceled because he didn't have enough reinforcements. Looks like most of it's just wounded. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so this is us making a second attempt and pushing into Kingsland. One of the enemy's pass blocker guys was able to teleport away, so we went ahead and tried to push into Kingsland for a second time. As you can see, 96,000 dead for us, and they only had about 46,000. This is transitioning back into Zone 6 where we were trying to hold off 75 GL, pushing further into Zone 6. We did have a lot of flags placed. This is a Constantine Charles with an Attila Takeda rally. Now we just kind of wait and see. Oh, there is a counter rally right there. There's the Edward Tamaris. That might be the counter rally. Nope, that is a flag rally from Mo with an Edward and a Tamaris. And it's a Wu with, of course, a YSG. That was his standard Wu combo from War General. As you can see, some of our guys are on fire from B315. They did take a heavy hit because people forgot the bubble. It's really sad to see that happen, but the only thing we can do is just try to attack the rallies after they go away, or even try to counter rally them. Looks like we're still trying to get reinforcements for both those rallies. You can see it's still up top. They're still rallying. They're not getting any reinforcements. So we just got to keep stocking that top flag with infantry. Looks like that Woo rally will, at the bottom, probably go out first. I don't think he sent siege. There's the siege coming in. That's War General's siege. He put a lot of troop in these flags. I don't even know where my troops are at this point. I don't think I scrolled down to see. I might be in the Tamaris and Edward rally. I don't think I'm in that flag. Yeah, I know. Looks like I'm trying to read through chat, trying to see what the plan is. Looks like it's just really just focusing on reinforcing these two flags. If you look at the top, it looks like that flag rally canceled. There's the report. It flashed quickly. It looked like 280,000 dead from us and about the same for the Attila Takeda rally. Looks like we don't have enough reinforcements for that Edward rally. Another tactic that we didn't use here, but you could leave the alliance and rejoin and send a fresh set of troops to that rally. I only have 900 left. I don't think I had enough. This is, oh, looks like the canceled. Mo canceled. Rally's gone. I don't have a report for that. Or do I? This is the report. Look at the War General. Look at how many times he attacked. There's one. Attacking the rally. There's the rally. 343 dead for us. 277 dead for them. You think I'm going to scroll down a little bit? I mean, look at the amount of troops. That's intense. I mean, Go General was one of their heavy fighters. Again, he is king of 1275. Oh, and he didn't have Tamaris. It was an Edward YSG, I guess, for the AoE effect. I mean, that was a counter rally up there. So again, we have a lot of... Okay, so here's a little troll moment. We did end up losing Zone 6, but I was able to sneak in and get some troops. I decided to do some troll work. Kill a bunch of their little gathering for ruins. I'm sorry, but this is always fun. If y'all have never done it, it's fun. I am running with... This should be a Belisarius... Cow, I think? I'm not sure. I did end up trolling them across the map. It was pretty funny, not gonna lie. When I don't have Cow maxed either, or Chow. I don't know how you pronounce it. I am resource hopping to maximize my speed, and I was planning my attack. Kill some farmers in the process. Again, if you've never done this, this is always the easiest kills and amount of fun that you can have. Especially in our situation now, we did lose this zone. We are in Zone 6 right now, so that's Zone 6 recap there. We did lose it. Nothing we could have done. I really wish we could have held it as long as we could. But it's just the amount of rallies and the amount of troop loss. We decided to pull back from that zone and go back to Zone 4 and try to build our level 9 pass and attempt to hold them off and push them there. Because in that situation, the level 9 pass is built for 1v1. It is kingdom versus kingdom. It is kingdom 1315 versus 1275. And that is where a lot of troops died. I mean, you want to talk about troop death. I mean, that was the most troops die I've ever seen. And I'll show you some battle reports. Alright guys, this is the level 9 pass. 75 GL versus TPW. 1v1 alliance versus alliance. who will triumph. This was a pretty intense couple of days. It was a lot of rallying, a lot of troop deaths, flags, you name it. It was happening. All right, so these are just some of the screenshots covering some of the passes. I didn't make any video clips. The lag was really bad for this. I did take this one here was when we used TPPM and TPW at the same time to push into 75 GL land. There you go. See, TPW did make a fort. I do have some of those fort rally reports there towards the end of this video. Here's our first rally on the path. There's a 1 hour rally. This is only made possible because people were leaving the alliance, joining the alliance, leaving the alliance, joining the alliance, and you're doing that constantly to reinforce the rally with fresh troops. I mean, it was just endless. There's 2.86 and 3.3. So this is a little bit later. We were able to push into Zone 4. We did lose all of Zone 5, as you can see here. 93 did push into us. But here you can see the battle reports over the coming days. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what I could get into my rallies with. Just so many troops. And this Attila Takeda isn't even expertise. Overall, this KVK was probably the most intense that I've ever experienced playing this game. I know that when I spoke with 75 after KVK, they agreed. We didn't ultimately win. That's okay. We did end up getting rank 4, still above 75. So that was pretty good. And I know this definitely won't change the aspect of things. I would never go back and say that I would replay any of this. This was the best KVK I've ever been a part of. Thanks to Kingdom 13-15 for really sticking it out as long as we did. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. If you guys don't mind, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. I hope you guys come back again next time.